everyone, Joe here from ActionX. Welcome to What's in the Tuber. Welcome back. If this is your 8th The Rookie Season 6 episode review, hope you're doing well. Hope you're staying safe out there in the bigger world. I am running on fumes. I am in the middle of planning a trip because I will be going on a vacation. It's been a while since I've been on vacation, since my Vegas excursion last year fall. So it's been a very long time. I am way overdue for one. And yeah, that kind of kept me up a little while, and then work and like all this, and then like immediately I got late to work. I got late to come back home, so I had to skip some things to go watch The Rookie live because I'm busy tomorrow, so I won't be able to have time to even watch it live. So even watch it on Hulu. But anyway, here we are. We're reaching the end. This kind of feels like one of those key setup moments to really get us to now the 2-part season finale that's going to start next week, which I'm very excited about. Again, it's kind of crazy. Like, we knew going into this that almost every single ABC production, we're going to get 10 episodes this season just to be have a very nice uniform decision. But however, the fact of like we're coming to an end of that is kind of very, like, for me it sucks because like we were just in February beginning the season. Now we're in May. It's getting warm, and I'm just like, where did the time go? Where did that time go? But we're not quite done yet. Well, we still have another month of content to go, so don't worry about that from my perspective. For this week, I really enjoyed it. I really did. I thought this was a very, in all intents and purposes, it is moving the chessboard around. We're kind of starting to peel away at the season mystery at the cost, and we're not getting to this new big bad. I mean, which again, I'm pretty sure by this point we are not going to see this new big bad until next season. Which again, was it the strike making this? I'm pretty sure it was the strike. I'm pretty sure they wanted, like, they knew that, okay, we're not gonna have time to do the whole season, so instead of like trying to shoehorn him, her, they into 10 episodes of season 6, let's do it as like kind of a pseudo setup season so that when we get to season 7 with the full run, we will be able to tell a much more proper story. At least that's how I'm viewing it. We'll see how next year goes. But just in general, it's feeling like there's certain elements that kind of like it's like trying to fill up the time. I don't think it will necessarily make a big impact, but the smaller things are going to like slowly come to the foreground once again as we kind of move into what the heck is really going on with all this. As we come to a close on the season and just see how everything's gonna really align each other. And I'm not just surprised. Once again, I do not underestimate the power of the fandom that they have predictions, and then sometimes predictions come true, and I'm like, okay, you know what? Although I do feel like just like it was a slow revelation. I feel like people just see new character. She's immediately bad guy, and I'm like, maybe Aaron can get some love. Aaron has been striking out. He has not gotten a single love interest since since he began the show, and getting rejected by Selena was like, oof. Can't recover from that. Really cannot. But overall speaking, I really did enjoy this episode. I cannot wait to see how they're going to follow things up in the next couple of weeks. I have high expectations. I really do. That the next 2 episodes are going to really move the needle again. I don't quite think it's going to be season 5 finale level. I think just the way that was created in tension rivaled just the pivotal season 2 episode from a few years ago. I don't think I'll ever quite match that ever again. But I'm quite hopeful this will at least come in third, or at least some sort of variation of it. I don't know. The Rookie can always go strong with its finale, except season 4. Season 4 was like, okay, you know what? It was a chill season, chill year. So it's like the season 4 slump in a way. Not trying to say it's bad, but I'm just trying to say it's like, I feel like they were just saving the big juicy stuff for 5. So with that being all said, let's go for the Butcher recap and talk about this week's episode of The Rookie. And I do not remember for the life of me where oh no, we do. Wesley gives a call to his ex fiance, the devil herself, in a business casual outfit. Monica, who once again, both of these two will be duking it out in the courtroom over some random criminal of the week. Which is sort of guy. I feel like they're just like becoming unofficial, work couple, as like these two are like always constantly fighting each other in the courtroom. They're about to continue into the usual sniper remarks, their usual like very mediocre comebacks. However, Monica does hear something outside of her doorstep, so she heads outside with a gun just for security purposes. She does find a masked man, a masked intruder, attempting to kill her, and Monica, thinking irrationally, shoots him in the foot. They manage to go down. She shoots him again in the foot, trying to demand, who sent you? What's your name? What's going on? And the guy is like absolutely quiet, speaks nothing on it. However, Monica trying to play more as the victim here, not trying to show us, like, she wants to like present herself as a badass in the court, but everything else she's like, oh my god, help me, which I'm like, Jesus Christ, this woman. So she purposely self-harms herself, makes herself even feel more woozy to kind of just indicate that she just went through the battle of her life, or whatever variation of that comment you want to say to me right now. So yeah, that just happened. Monica was almost dead, which I'm like, I'm pretty sure there's a small percentage of the fans out there that were like, so close. We were just so very close to that one. We pitch back over. I think we're in the hospital or we're in the station. I think we're in the station first. Tim's showing up for work. Start off his shift. He runs into one of his own Metro buddies talking to his new shrink. The Metro buddy's kind of like, hey, you know what? I hope you're doing all right. See ya, bye. And it's like, very much like a casual, like, I want to be respectful, but I really don't want to talk to you, if that makes sense. Bradford talks to his shrink a little bit, thinking that, like, they're kind of buddy, like, she's like, okay, what's the lowdown here? Like, what's going on? And she's like, I can't talk about that. Patient, client, patient-doctor confidentiality. The way Bradford was a little too close to her, which I'm like, okay, Bradford, you just broke up with Jen. Like, let's lean back a little bit. Let's be honest there. Lucy gets called over to Gray's office, apparently because Nolan's taking a personal day, and some of the officers are being called out as sick, that Lucy has to go temporarily cover as TO duties for Selena. And Gray does this, like, very hilarious, like, blessing of the TO something. I don't have a funny retort for that one. And Lucy's is like, oh great, I'm TO for the day. I'm like, I finally am moving up from a regular P1 or P2. I forgot what it was. I already forgot the rankings already. Lucy is a bit concerned though, because again, they're just about to start being roommates. So she doesn't want to find it a little bit weird to be bossing around her new roommate right away. And Gray's like, well, you know what? If you want to, you can back out. We'll put her with Smithy. And she's like, no, I'll take care of it. Speaking of which, Nolan is across way at the hospital with Bailey, as they want to go seek consultation to see if having a baby is within their possibility. Maybe something's wrong with Nolan. Maybe something's wrong with Bailey. Maybe something's wrong with both of them. Who the heck really knows? It's could be it's anyone's fair game right now. So we leave it as maybe on that one. They witness Monica and the other guy getting strolled in into the ER. Monica seems to be fine. She's just like faking agitism and just faking like she's like, oh my god, like I've been for the battle of my life. Please, like, view me. Please focus on me. Please, like, make sure that I have like all my angles covered in case this goes to court. No doubtably, Lopez and Harper are assigned to the case. They're immediately looking at the guy. The guy has no ID, no form of identification, no prints in the system, nada. This guy's a ghost. And the other thing is, this guy doesn't want to talk. He's like just silent, cold as a cucumber, not willing to like answer any sort of questions. And Monica's just like trying to like, what is his name? What's going on? Like, keep me in the loop. And it's so weird because like Lopez like clearly hates her to like the gritted teeth of her, and she's just like trying to play that fine line of like, let's not try and kill each other, but at the same time give me a reason to kill you. I was like, yeah, that's the rivalry I would love to hear. Bradford gets called into Gray's office. Apparently Metro is requiring some assistance with the upcoming operation later that day, and they just need someone to run point. And Bradford just views it as like a major demotion. We're like, not that long ago, he was a top dog over there. Ironically, there's a Metro officer by that nickname of Mad Dog. And now he's like basically describing himself, I'm the quarterback, and now I'm demoted to Water Boy, which I'm like, you know what? Sometimes the Water Boy, they also get credibility, and you get free water, so that's still a victory. He's also started to take Aaron with him just for more, more training, more like, exposure out there on the field on the specific matters. So they can proceed onwards. Lucy gives Selena a little bit of a heads up, like, hey, we can set a fine line right now, considering the fact we're just about to start being roommates. We can start figuring out how is this, today, like, I will not boss you around. I will not put you through a temp test. I won't do anything of that sort. All I would, advise you is just be yourself. I will be myself as well. And then, if you have any questions, I will teach you everything I know. Which I'm like, will they put Lucy to be a TO? I'm honestly quite not sure. I really don't know. The show is very weird because, remember, I always thought that Lucy could make a great undercover thing, and they keep teasing that every single season, and they never do anything with it. Which, again, I know Lucy's still kind of beginning her career in law enforcement, but I'm just like, give us something, man. Give us something. Like, come on. The woman just lost a really good man. She's been for so much this year. Like, what the heck's going on here? What is really going on here? Also, the one thing I was laughing about, and maybe I could be proven wrong next week or something like that, where people were theorizing because, like, when the promo photos came out, there was because when they get to the hospital to help out with what I'm about to say next, there's this, like, recurring officer we get to see time and time. People thought she was like a big brass, captain or something. They're like, oh, she's gonna be the reason why Lucy's gonna get her detective's exam again. I'm like, guys, yeah, this is no. Just wait for the episode. Wait for the episode. Sometimes you're right, sometimes you're wrong. This is one of the cases you're wrong. We cut up to the hospital. Nolan and Bailey are getting ready for their appointment. Gray's wife comes in to kind of just sit down with them, catch up on them, make sure that they're all right. Because they're all still one big happy family to an extent. But sadly, however, they get interrupted when everyone gets called in over for a code blue. Apparently, there is a massive sweep of incoming people into the ER. Nolan and Bailey head downstairs considering the fact code blue is kind of a little bit serious, like for security guards to be on alert a little bit, like, something could happen right now. They all head downstairs. Apparently, there was a recent gang war battle, and a lot of people got injured. One of the big bosses got shot in the chest. So, yeah, it's kind of a little bit precarious right now with the situation. So Nolan and Bailey are volunteering to help out a little bit, trying to keep the order of things, trying to, like, make sure everything's all right here. They're just about to transfer the intruder of Monica's home to a room, and they were about to dismiss Monica, but Monica, knowing that she needs to know who's after her, who this guy is, that's her priority. So she just fakes being injured further to, like, stay in the hospital a little while longer, in hopes that would at least, give her some sympathy points over there. Bradford and Aaron are camping out of the site. And Bradford literally is doing what every person does when they get majorly demoted, where they're just stretching out the work they have, trying to micromanage it as best they can to kind of feel like it's like before, but it's not. And Aaron's just, like, slowly taking notes because, again, sometimes, I think Joe Swanson's better on Family Guy, where, like, sometimes being a cop, it's not always about the action. It's about staying alert, staying vigilant, and having Bradford comment that you stink, just subvertly in a very nice way. Just making sure I'm not bleeding. Also, yeah, so apparently it's Lucy's birthday tomorrow as well, and Bradford's getting alerts about it, and, like, it's still a bit weird of a situation to handle because, like, they're not dating anymore, but Bradford still cares a lot about her, so he's like, do I still get her a gift? Do I still talk to her about it? And, it's still a bit weird per se about how to really explore. Even Aaron's trying to push him a little bit, like, so why did you and Lucy break up? He's like, we're not going to talk about this. This is not a point of conversation. Get back to work. We next get to back to the hospital. Lucy and Selena get called in to take names, not kick ass, just figure out what's going on, try to get some sort of recollection of the event. That's at least the primary goal right here. They're all teaming up to see if they can, divide and conquer, figure out what the hell's going on before, considering the fact that the primary concern is that if that big boss dies in surgery, it's going to start another gang war. So that's something they're trying to avoid right now. They're at least trying to figure out all the aspects of the situation at the moment, so that nothing else can happen. Nothing else bad could potentially happen here. Eventually, I want to say Lucy so Nolan and Bailey head back to their room. I think they briefly rescheduled the appointment because they missed the original one to go respond to the code blue, and Nolan wants to go help out, but he wants to stay there for Bailey, but Bailey gives him permission, like, no, go with them, stay with them. If whenever I do get called in, I'll call you. So he goes down there. He's immediately ready to help. Gray's already there handling the scene. He pushes the brother of the guy who's in surgery away just in case, just to avoid a violent reaction. Another gang member shows up, immediately starts shooting in, killing one of the people that was waiting on the bench. Nolan thankfully manages to stop her before it gets even worse. However, as a consequence, Nolan briefly loses his hearing, which I'm like, yeah, Nolan, you're getting old. You're getting old, man. Like, really, really old. We cut back over to Lucy and Selena. They're just trying to, again, I think it's the most chill TO boot relationship we gotten so far. We're like, yeah, Lucy's just commenting. Again, she's not really made for teaching, or like at least she didn't want to pursue this. This wasn't exactly something that she was planned on doing today. So that's funny to say the least. They're talking to this one kid who's acting like a big shot, trying to gain some credentials with the older folks. They have to pull him aside to kind of start peeling at his immaturity to see if he will reveal anything. He does reveal that he was next to the big boss that was shot, and that the guy that shot him was some other big guy from the other side that I don't think really bars any attention right now. Maybe in the future, who the heck really knows. So Nolan gets treated, and they get called over again for their appointment. God, I'm pretty sure the freaking doctor already hates them. So Nolan has to be careful, just stay calm. Your hearing should come back in some due time. Bradford and Aaron get called back over to the station, being pulled away from the observatory unit to check in, get the battle plans for the operation. But of course, obviously, Bradford is just going to be on standby for emergencies. He is trying to leave some friendly suggestions for the team leader, but the team leader is like, nah, we let you in, you left us, and now you're coming here to literally control my operation. Nah, that ain't gonna happen. No. So you can either stay in line, stay in your post, or I will remove you here. I will remove you. And it's like, damn, this guy's just a little aggro for no reason, to be honest with you. Eventually we cut back over to the hospital where Nolan and Bailey do get to see the doctor. She does tell them yes, technically both of your sperm levels are good. It's just the problem is one of Bailey's ovaries is damaged. So conceiving a child that way can be very, very difficult, considering the fact that the transportation is going to sometimes get lost. So Nolan could be impregnating her, but the baby's not going to the primary portion where it should be being raised. So they do have some ideas for inverted fertilization. It is expensive, but it will be multiple sessions to because the first one's almost definitely not going to work. The second time might work, and it's going to keep going. However, it's 15,000 a pop, which I'm like, damn. I remember seeing Seed of Chucky, and I understand this is a completely different contextual situation, but I'm like, he used a turkey baster, and that worked. So I'm just like, are we sure that's the case? Are we absolutely sure that that's the direction we're going with there? Are we sure? They leave the appointment. Bailey says that she has to go cry in a nearby place to relieve her tension of this entire situation, because it's really going nowhere on there. Eventually they do get noticed, everyone, that yes, the big boss did die, that it's he's dead. So now they're going to try and keep everyone in check right now until they can all get home, because now if we tell them the news now, it's going to be a gang war in the middle of the freaking hospital. We then cut back over to Wesley visiting Monica, just as a sign of good faith. I got concern for you. Here I am, just making sure. Are you okay? You need anything? Good. Lopez just comes out, and she already knows, Wesley, this ain't no cheating thing. This ain't no going behind your back. It's literally Wesley just being a good guy, even of how much of a disaster his previous relationship was. At least he's happy with the love of his life, 2 beautiful kids. Lopez has nothing to worry about here. And that's amazing to have, that there's no jealousy talk or any sort of thing over there. So now the hospital is like on critical alert, trying to like make sure nothing does happen since of the news that just broke out. Um, Nolan and Bailey are leaving the area of the OB, and they find one of the people related to the guy who died, just walking past them. Which I'm like, the guy's dead. You should be down there, not up here. So definitely cause for concern. So Nolan and Bailey decide to go check it in. Nolan briefly splits off to check the bathroom. Turns out him and three other goons were ready to like shoot up the place to exact revenge. So Nolan manages to draw first shot. They engage in a firefight. Thankfully, Selena and Lucy are nearby. Bailey goes to help out one of the nurses that gets shot during the crossfire. It does take a while to get through because it's a very small, narrow place. Trying to figure out how to like not get anyone injured because it is a hospital after all. So that's just one area of concern over there. Bradford and Aaron return back to the original outpost. They're watching the Metro team going in to do their business. Seems like to be an easy operation. However, once they get situated inside, it blows up. Obviously, Bradford and Aaron have to respond accordingly. They head inside. Thankfully, some of the Metro officers did survive. Some of them did, but just not quite all there. Let's just say that. And when they go back to the hospital, yeah, it's pretty much a bloodbath. While right now no one is officially dead, two people are in critical condition and they have to go immediately to surgery. They notify Gray about the news. He's just like, crap. This is what we need right now. But Bradford does make a point of like, it kind of seemed like they knew we were coming at a very specific angle. So he's like kind of pivoting the notion of like, perhaps someone told them we were coming. And obviously there was a big accusation. Even Gray saying like, that's pretty big to state. It still may not be true, but like it's a bit concerning to think that, there could be a potential mole again in this station. I'm like, have they not learned from the last time with Armstrong? Have they not learned anything by this point in the show's history? But Bradford and Aaron volunteer to go figure out what's going on with this, who the potential mole might be, which Gray approves it so that they can go look into it. Nolan, Chen, and Juarez is still engaged in their firefight upstairs. Thankfully, Harper and Lopez chime in to help out. The five of them managed to overpower the remaining shooters, so they managed to defuse the situation and call it a day over there on that front. However, during all the shooting commotion, Monica uses this opportunity to head over to the person who's trying to kill her's room, giving him an ultimatum like, I will put an air bubble in your heart if you do not help me. If you do not tell me what your name is, who hired you, I will kill you. And then this guy's go to hell. So she does so. She sends the air bubble. He starts reacting, and then he shortly dies. But before we get to that follow up of what the next moment is, Bradford goes to visit the team leader of the Metro operation. Not to scold him out or anything, just like, yeah, you should have listened to me, or something like that. And this guy's like, nah, no, it's fine, it's fine. It's like it happens, just maybe we misread the room, or maybe something happened. Who the heck really knows? Strangely enough, the shrink comes in, which I'm like, why are you here in the hospital of all places? Like, your office is back over by the station, not here. And even like the way the Metro leader was looking at her was like a bit off-putting, let's say that to say the least. And at the same time where she goes downstairs and she runs into Monica leaving the guy's room after she basically killed him. So it's kind of theorized like, okay, does she know or not? I mean, she does know. Well, we'll find out later. She will know. But, Monica's on high alert because, again, she technically committed a murder just to, like, get on the know-how of, like, who the hell is targeting me? Who wants to kill me, That's just literally her point of access right now on it. But thankfully, she manages to defuse the situation. She pushes her away. She goes back into her room and starts acting like the victim again as Harper and Lopez reconvene on the officer who was supposed to watch the dude, but the dude's dead, so they immediately assume Monica, which when they go to her room, she's like, once again, high and mighty, saying that, once again, Lopez, you and I have history. This could be a targeted assault, so tread very lightly unless you have real corroborating evidence to support your claims. And they both know, yeah, it's just a hunch. So that's how it doesn't really go anywhere. So They wrap it up there. They're just like, great, now, we got Bupkis. Like, it's just too coincidental, but again, they just have no real evidence, which honestly begs the question, does the hospital not even have surveillance tapes? Like, I gotta assume they gotta have camera systems at somewhere around the facility, especially outside these doors, just in case. I think from that point, yeah, so I don't quite think we get anything else out of this. I think that wraps it up for now. The gang war kind of ends momentarily. Monica committed her murder, and at least at this margin, she got away with it again. And yeah, I think that's all that's said and done. I think everyone's just starts, alleviating back home. Yeah, I'm trying to remember if there's anything else to notice there, but like not really that I'm remembering. I don't know when Bailey go back home, absorbing the information that's in their brain. That they agree, yeah, that's not the way they want to do it. Like, not even a money issue, just like that's just not the natural way to do it. They're going to keep trying, and they'll eventually find a solution to like get the baby that they do want. It'll just take them a little extra time than originally planned. Selena officially moves into Lucy's place a day early. Immediately Lucy being like the great roommate of like, offering her a bubble bath, offering her to like, stay on the couch for the night until like, her stuff comes in for the movers. So it seems like they're gonna work on it right. Again, Lucy and Selena, not a dynamic we've seen so much in the last couple of years, but like, hopefully this will shake things around. This will definitely, be a much more a very solidified, partnership or friendship in the future. We cut open to the door. It's a knock on the door. It's great old Kojo, which we haven't seen again in many, many seasons, because having a dog on set is very, very tricky and very, very expensive. So, but thankfully this is very heartwarming because it's Lucy's birthday and everything. So Kojo is the one delivering her a birthday card, and I'm just like, this is adorable. This really, really is. And Kojo immediately just following orders, just going back to Tim, who's like, can't even look at Lucy right now. So he just goes around, and I'm like, yeah, that hurts. It really hurts when like you love someone, you still have a chance to kind of be with them, but like, you kind of screwed the pooch on that one, basically. Even the card just has Kojo's paw print, which I'm like, that's so freaking cute. That's really adorable. Bradford then gets a call on his phone from the Metro leader, so he heads back out to go see him. I want to say there's nothing else in particular with these characters quite yet. So I think we just cut over to the roof where Tim meets up with the Metro leader. Apparently one of the Metro officers is now paralyzed. Regardless of temporary may be, it's still a paralyzation, still a big loss for the team. And he's just like admitting like, yeah, like, this wasn't supposed to happen. The op was supposed to be a bust, but no one was supposed to get hurt. Which obviously confused Bradford even more, like, what's going on? Why is this the case? Why are you a mole? And he doesn't give any specific answer, but he does say like, I had no choice. She has all my secrets. I have to abide by them. And I'm just like, okay, yes. As much as we don't get the exact word for word in this episode, it is the Shrink. She is a villain. To what extent, we don't exactly know just quite yet. And the guy, as a motive of like not wanting to like, get his secrets exposed, he commits suicide and kills himself. And Bradford just left watching, considering the fact, again, there's no cameras at all. And, Bradford just happens to be on the roof alone with this guy. I mean, it's just not really a good look for him. It really is not. But that was an end and the wrap on this week's episode of The Rookie, which I really enjoyed. I really liked the pairing between Lucy and Selena. I think hopefully we'll get more of that next season as, these two begin to start to be roommates. Noah and Bailey dealing with the pregnancy thing, not quite what I was expecting for Nolan's next challenge in his life. But you know what? It's a challenge nonetheless. And, Nolan is still very much the same optimistic person we saw in season 1. And he's still managing to kind of chug along with it to kind of, keep on going, keep on trekking. That eventually it'll all work out. It'll all work out to be. I do find it sweet that, they're playing at the tug strings of the Chenford fans of like, it's like forbidden love, but in this case it's just like very awkward love because they can't be together. It's just so, it's funny to say. It's funny to notice that. Again, the the Gang Wars storyline, again, will it go anywhere? I don't really know, to be honest with you. They just keep introducing new gangs each and every time we talk about them. Now, the big point is the Shrink. Now, again, we have not made any progress on the Big Bad. I don't think she's the Big Bad. I think she's working for the Big Bad. Like, the Big Bad's got, like, his pockets, his hands in a lot of pockets. So, again, what's really going on here? I am not quite sure about that. But what I can say is that, there's a reason to everything, and hopefully this will be the key and stepping stone to a very satisfying conclusion as we approach these last 2 weeks of the season. But for now, I'm going to give this episode 2 thumbs up. I loved it a lot. Let me know in the comments below what you think of this week's episode of The Rookie. I would love to hear your thoughts down below, as always, but I believe that's going to do it for me today, everyone. So if you're unaware, this has been What's New from ActionX, reviewing every episode in the 6th season of The Rookie. If you want to know what we're doing normally, what's to do beside our Rookie episode reviews. Right now, we are doing Walker episode reviews each and every Thursday after brand new episodes on the CW. Correction, on CW. But if you don't care about The Rookie, you're lucky. We'll be back next week with another brand new episode review, so stay tuned until then. Reminder, we are doing 2 more episode reviews for the next 2 weeks. After that, we'll be doing our Season 7 predictions, and then we're going to go straight into our Season 6 review, non-spoiler editions, and that'll be a wrap on this year of The Rookie. Which, again, short, to the point, but, I'm going to miss these characters again after we say farewell to them again, hopefully this time for a much more shorter interval this go around. But again, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't yet. Like, favorite, share if you want to. Ring that bell and follow us on social media. But until we see each other again, thank you so much for watching. Please stay safe out there. Be good to each other. And as always, peace out.